Okay, ready. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I guess this is kind of like a speed date, kind of like get to know me. If you need time to go grab a tea, just go ahead, I'll wait. I've got 40 questions on my phone, so let's go. First question, what is a favorite historical moment you would have liked to have witnessed? I think I would have liked to go to Sri Lanka, Anuradhapura, and just watched those people make the stupa and moonstone, Sandakata Pahana. I would have liked to have witnessed them kind of make all those architecture. Second question, what's your favorite family tradition? We just love one another. I don't know. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible? Fly, of course. To be able to fly and to be with the birds and just be free. Like, how amazing would that be? Fly. Which school subject was the hardest for you and which was your favorite? The hardest was maths. I hated maths. I don't think I have a mathematical brain. Which was a favorite? Probably sciences. I felt like I got science a lot more than mathematics, and I guess it came in handy. What is your favorite TV show? Friends has been my all-time favorite TV show ever, and How I Met Your Mother, but I hated the ending. Hated it to the point that I kind of like blocked that TV show out of my head, so don't talk to me about that one. Which dish would you like to learn how to cook the most? I feel like I'm starting to learn how to cook a lot of Sri Lankan dishes. Probably perfect the way that my mum makes cashew curry. If you haven't had it, please go try it. Get your mum to make it because it is delicious. What's your favorite dessert? I've got probably two things. One is watalappam, which is like a dessert made with treacle and flour and coconut milk, I think, and caramel pudding. Anything caramel, just give it to me. I'll eat it. Tea or coffee? The big debate. Tea, definitely. I like coffee when it's really milky and when it's sweet, but I always go for tea. I mean, you've seen me have tea so many times on these videos, so there you go. Cheers. How do you spend your free time? This is how I spend my free time. Because I have a full-time job as a doctor, I try and use my free time to make videos, to make content, but if it's free time other than that, I would be watching TV, reading a book, just relaxing. If you had one animal for a day, if you had to be one animal for a day, who would it be? Probably a bird, because whenever birds come to our like a bird bath or just to our garden, I'm mesmerized by the way that they do everything, so I'd be a bird. What is your biggest fear? I think my biggest fear is to grow old, well not old, but like to progress in life and have regrets. I mean, we're bound to have some regrets. That's normal. That's completely normal. But I don't want to have too many, and I don't want to have like a huge regret by the time I won't be able to do it. So that's why I always try and do stuff that I love so that I just don't have that regret later. Tell us one thing on your bucket list. Ooh. I have had the opportunity to actually tick off some of my bucket list things. I mean, I don't really have a bucket list per se, but you know, things that you really want to achieve in your life. I think one thing is probably to be able to travel to Antarctica. I think that would be amazing. It's freaking expensive, but I'm gonna try make it happen, but that would be one thing on my bucket list. What did you want to be when you were a kid? I remember wanting to study astronomy. Like, I was so fascinated with outer space and stars and the moon. So yeah, probably like an astronomer. Could have been great. Do you think life's harder or easier when you were young? Way easier. Way easier. And I knew that as a kid as well. Like, whenever other kids my age would say, oh man, like I want to grow up and I want to do all these adult stuff, I would just be like, no, are you kidding? Like, this is the best thing. You don't have to worry about anything. You just go to school, play, sleep, eat. It was great. What were you like at school? Really shy. I don't think I had much self-confidence at all, and I mean that in a really honest way. I think I was trying to figure out who I was and what I should be like and trying to fit in with people. High school was a strange time for me. It's a chapter that wasn't happy for me, and that's a part of growing up. And if you are going through the same thing, you know, as a teenager, you're trying to figure out your life, and I know that's like such a heavy thing on your shoulders, but try and take it a bit easy on yourself, especially. You're going through a lot of changes internally as well, so just take it easy. Make sure that you have people that you can talk to, and just know that things are gonna get better. You'll get there. You'll get there. How old were you when you moved out of your parents' house? I guess when I moved to go to university, that's when I first moved out, so I was 17. What was the best trip you ever took? I've had a lot of nice trips, I have to say. Very thankful. I think the top of that list is probably my trip to Japan with my older sister. It was the people, it was just like the history, the sights, just everything was amazing, and we had the greatest time. Yeah, love you, Japan. What are you the most proud of? I think proving people wrong in certain situations. I'm not gonna go into what those situations were, but just proving to myself and others that I can do something regardless of what the probability of success was going to be. What's the earliest memory you have? I think when I was at an age where I would go to kindergarten, or like Montessori is what we called it in Sri Lanka. I remember spending a lot of time with my granddad, so my mum's dad, with my younger sister, and he would tell us stories. I just remember spending a lot of time with him. It was a nice time, and I really miss him. Which cartoons do you still watch? Many. I think one of my favorite cartoons is Franklin the Turtle. Wait, I don't know if you can see. It's just like, it's so nice, especially on a rainy day. You're just like all cozy and you watch a cartoon. It's the best thing ever, especially if you have watched it as a kid or like when you were younger. Which song do you not know the lyrics to but like to sing anyways? I feel like I don't know the lyrics to any song. Like, I don't know the full lyrics. I know the chorus, I know like a few words. So yeah, every song I sing, I have no idea what the lyrics are. What song is in your head today? I've been watching you for some time. I can't stop staring at those ocean eyes. Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish. If you could have one talent, what would it be? To play a musical instrument. I feel like I've had the opportunity, like my parents sent me to learn the flute, to play the violin, but I was such a weird kid, like I just didn't want to go to a class to learn stuff. So yeah, I really regret that. I wish I could play some sort of instrument. What's a weird food combination you do? I mean, I feel like this is such a common thing that we all do. When we're in Sri Lanka, we would have kiri, penny and bath. And when I was younger, we would all have rice, marmite and butter, which was, again, super yum. You know those Mari biscuits? I would have that with butter and marmite, or I would have it with cheese spread. I mean, recently, you know, just bread, chips and sweet chili sauce. So good. If you had to get married to the last friend you texted, how would it go? Let's see. Probably very badly. That's all I'm gonna say. 5 things that make a bad or an average day better. 5 things. I would go for a walk, eat something delicious, watch a movie or a cartoon or a TV show that you love, listen to your favorite music, and I don't do this as often as I should, but you know, talk to people about your day. I'm sometimes the person who kind of like holds it in and would just go through the motions and get over it. But actually, if you talk to someone, half your problems gone, honestly. Just do it. Just do it. If only you and one other person were the last human beings alive, who would you want the other person to be? You'd feel obliged to procreate, to, you know, repopulate the earth. So I guess somebody who can do that with me. Which languages do you speak? I speak Sinhala, English. I can understand Hindi, but can't really speak it. And that's about it. Which language do you wish you could speak? Spanish. I've tried to learn by myself, like watching YouTube videos, but I just gave up after a while. I feel like I should have just kept on going because I was actually saying sentences, you know, baby steps, but yeah, Spanish. Which country do you wish you were from? I am 100% happy that I was born in Sri Lanka. If you had a time machine, would you rather go back in time or into the future? Ooh, tricky. I don't think I would want to go to the future because I want the surprise. Like, no matter how bad it is or how good it is, I think I'd still want to be surprised. So I would go back. Would you rather have the power to communicate with animals or the power to communicate with plants? This might sound weird, but I've always had this weird connection to plants. After this, you're just gonna be like, oh, this weirdo. But yeah, I would love to actually have that power to communicate with plants. But I feel like on a spiritual level, we're doing that already. What is your usual bedtime? Oh man, I'm such a nana. Like, usually it'll be 9:30. Newest good find on YouTube. Oh, let me find it. It's 2 guys who do music covers, and they go to these like really nice places all across the globe and have amazing videos. They are called Music Travel Love. Make sure you go check them out. I will put a link up here somewhere for you guys. What's your favorite fictional world? Harry Potter. Has to be. I mean, I'm still waiting on my Hogwarts letter. Pretty sure some of you guys are as well. I mean, if you get it, let me know, because what's going on? What will you want to be remembered for when you die? Probably the way that I've, I guess, treated people or made them feel. And I hope that's in a nice way as well. And maybe for something that I've done to change someone's life, like especially a child, which obviously hasn't happened yet, but I'm working on it. What was the last movie you watched? I mean, given it's lockdown here in New Zealand, we've watched many movies on Netflix. Oh yeah, so the last one that I watched was Tiger Tail. It's about a man reflecting on the lost love of his youth and his long ago journey from Taiwan to America as he begins to reconnect with his estranged daughter. It was a really good movie. Have you been so happy that you cried? Yes. I think whenever I'm with my sisters, we just talk like nonsense. Other people would not understand our conversations and we would just, like, it would be hilarious. And the last question is, if the kid version of you were to meet you now, how would they react? I think I'd be proud. Yeah, I think I'd be proud. That's it, guys. Those are the 40 questions that you never asked, but I just went ahead and answered anyway. I hope you guys are safe. Love you guys as always, and I will see you again with another video very soon. Like and subscribe. Bye.